That belongs in a museum.
He
Taps.
favors the tap. I can understand this as well, too. He's going to need a lot of cards to win the game here, and flipping a 3-1 that's going to die to the 2-4 into a 1-3 that doesn't die to the 2-4 isn't the most appealing thing in the world, even though you could potentially farm a lot of imps.
Yeah.
It would walk into potentially Wrath or second swipe, so his line of play makes a lot of sense to me as well.
And you want to have options as well. But right now, Hoej gets the Nourish, which is a great moment because he has initiative on board. He doesn't really have to kill this Imp Gang boss. And drawing free cards will give him much better plays moving forward. An alternative play is maybe just drawing a card first, and then you might decide if you want to ramp it with Nourish.
Yeah, you could get a lot of mana. Gaining 2 mana with Nourish, and then gaining another mana with Wild Growth, and then maybe playing Cthulhu pretty soon, but Cthulhu may not be large enough to justify that line of play yet. So I tend to favor cards more often than not.
Yeah, just drawing free cards, and then you have a swipe. You have double swipe in your deck because the swipe was provided by Raven Idol.
Yeah.
So just throwing it all and like trying to win with this game with Cthulhu as fast as possible is an option, but it's more risky than just drawing cards. And
oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm interested. This is curious. He trades off the Elder, though, so his Cthulhu's only going to be an 8-8 instead of potentially being a 9-9. So, yeah, he has absolutely no value in his hand for the next 2 turns. He is going to need the top deck. Well, I guess next 1 turn, because he can Wild Growth the following turn to skip his turn 9, go straight.
All right. So Hoej went ramp. Let's see if it works for him. He will be able to Wild Growth next turn and then play Cthulhu on the following turn. So he needs to get something for how much mana? He will have 8. For 5. So that Azure Drake will be perfect, probably.
Azure Drake would be splendid here.
Swipe.
Wild Growth is not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could play 1 Wild Growth this turn and then hold on to the next one to be able to cycle it on the turn after that he plays Cthulhu. But his Cthulhu being only an 8-8 is... It's a risk he felt he had to take, though. He felt like if he draws cards, that his cards are not going to be impactful enough. He didn't think he would had a higher enough likelihood of finding the swipes to control the board. He felt like he needs to just rely on getting a top deck the next turn and then being able to slam Cthulhu. Otherwise, spending 5 mana to do nothing against Zoo puts you far behind, usually.
Definitely, definitely. So we'll see. Maybe the decision to not draw cards will cost him the game. But
he saw the Nourish for mana, so he is 100% certain that there is a Cthulhu in Hoej's hand. So that's why I like this aggressive approach of Doomguard here. Instead of going for the Argus, if Hoej had went for draw earlier on and not for mana, then I think he would have went for the Argus there because it's such a high value card you don't want to discard. But because of the circumstances, he just wants to shove as much damage face as he can. I really like this and be able to race down the Cthulhu as fast as possible. So
and the Cthulhu comes down, dealing some damage. It didn't even kill the Flame Imp.
Yeah, he's got 9 damage on board, just trying to find the 10th bit of damage here, and that's going to be it, isn't it?
Yeah, that should be enough. I think there is, what, 11, 10? I can't see it because there is this wild...
It may be 14. Is that why he's tapping?
Oh, now he definitely has it. He definitely has it. Oh, wow. So Ryu takes this series with his Zoo versus the Cthulhu deck from Hoej. Hoej did not draw the cards, but what would he even draw? Like, he would get the Wild Growth, Wrath? Like, not really quality minions.
Not really quality cards, yeah. And you got to expect your opponent's developing a lot of stuff after you spend 5 mana doing nothing. So who knows? Who's to say if drawing cards would have helped him win the game, or if he still would have lost that way, or which one is higher odds, right? Because you got to look at higher odds of finding, swipes to be able to come back on the board, or even potentially needing spell power swipe to come back on the yards, over the higher odds of finding only 1 card that is Dark Arakoa with like 1 try, or not necessarily even Dark Arakoa. We were even talking like the amount of solid 5-drops. He hadn't played a 5-drop the whole game.
Yeah, he didn't get it. And who is to say? I guess like we have to ask Lothar. Would you like to draw there or just?
I'm really torn. I was thinking about it for like 5 minutes now. I'm still not sure which was the correct one.